Hello, beautiful souls. Today is day 4 of the Dear Time Challenge, and I am going to be reading from this book, Anita Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani. This has really, made my beliefs strong about healing, this book, and it is one of the most wonderful collections and very close to my heart. And what I'm going to be reading is the introduction, which has been obviously wherein the author is talking about this book, so that you'll get an idea about this book. The main purpose of sharing introduction, right? And I'm starting with the write-up. The main purpose of sharing my story is so that others do not have to go through what I went through. It's not my style to overtly teach people or tell them how to live their lives. Nor do I like advising anyone on what changes they need to make, even if they ask. I prefer to lead by example and create a safe environment for others to get in touch with their own truth. I have thought about this often since the events of winter and spring of 2006, when I had a near-death experience, within brackets NDE, and was also healed of the cancer I had had for the previous 4 years. During my NDE, that is near-death experience, I was able to see and perceive certain aspects of my future life, and I understood that one of the reasons I chose to come back to earthly life was because my experience and message would touch others. In that state, I somehow knew that in some way I was meant to inspire thousands, maybe tens of thousands, but it wasn't clear how I was meant to do so. I just knew that in some way I was going to be helping a lot of people. I specifically got the feeling that I didn't need to do anything for this to happen. I just had to be myself and enjoy life, and to allow myself to be an instrument for something much greater to take place. That has been the case as I have come to speak and write about my experiences in response to queries from the fields of medicine and science, as well as individuals seeking answers about the nature of the world and their experiences. That's how this book came to be as well. Those details are in chapter 14. I freely explain what I have learned as a result of the cancer and my near-death experience. I enjoy sharing my experience and my understanding of life that I derived from it, especially when I feel that others can benefit. My story begins in part 1 with how I grew up at the intersection of multiple cultures that held distinct and often contradictory beliefs. I'll explain how this shaped me and fostered the fears that turned out to manifest in disease, taking you with me on my journey and into adulthood and my descent into the prison of cancer. Part 2 explores the near-death experience itself, what I experienced and understood at that time, and what happened next. Being healed of cancer and working to find my new place in the world has been a surprising, challenging, and exhilarating journey. In part 3, I'll describe what I now understand about healing, the way the world is today, and how we can live as a reflection of who we really are, allowing our magnificence to shine through. Then I'll wrap up with a question and answer section containing some of the most common and most challenging concerns I hear. But before I share with you what I have learned from my experiences, I like to clarify that I'm not claiming to know any universal or scientific truths or to be anyone's spiritual guru. Nor am I trying to start yet another religion or belief system. My only aim is to help, not convince. She says, my only aim is to help, not convince. I especially wish to emphasize that you do not need to have a near-death experience to heal. My intention is to share with you all the emotional and psychological triggers that I believe contributed to my getting cancer, in the hope that in identifying these factors, you can reduce or possibly even eliminate your chances of getting sick in the first place. At the same time, if you or someone you know has cancer or any other serious illness, please know that there are many paths to healing. I would only suggest that you follow what feels right for you and resonates with you personally. If you are looking for step-by-step instructions or a set of tenets to follow, then I'm the wrong person for you, because I don't believe in creating any one-size-fits-all dogma. It would only limit who you are. Even when I speak of loving myself, my intention isn't to draw attention to me, but for you to experience that same feeling within yourself. In sharing my experiences and my insights, my only purpose is to ignite the spark of magnificence that lies within you. My desire is to awaken the dormant guru within you that guides you to find your own place at the center of the universe. It's my hope that you find joy in each and every day of your journey and come to love life as much as I do these days. So this is something which is so, which is like as if Anita is directly talking to us. So that's how I read this, so that you can get a brief. And believe me, anybody who believes in alternative healing therapies and believes that you have the power to heal must buy this book, Dying to Be Me. It has really been very helpful. And I'm sure by now you must have started, practicing Dear Time. That is, drop everything and read. And if you haven't, you can start now, today itself. There is no, every time is a good time, right? Happy reading and all the best. And if you like my video, do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more.